Marathari. I was told to bring you this amulet.
Andaranati Shan, travelers. Indeed, I am Keeper Marathari. Let me look at you. There is a light in your heart, human. Don't let it go out. You will need it. Tell me how this burden fell to you, child.
A dragon fell from the sky, charred some darkspawn, then asked me to bring you this amulet. No big deal.
You are blessed by luck, then. I will pray that Miss Hal watches over your path. The amulet must be taken to an altar at the top of the mountain, and given a Dalish rite for the departed. Then, return the amulet to me. Do this and your debt will be repaid.
Are you going to teach me this rite for the departed?
I will send my first with you. She will see to it the ritual is done. And when it is complete, I must ask that you take her with you when you go.
Who is your first? First of what?
Your people would call her my apprentice, or heir. Merril would have taken my place as keeper. But she has chosen a new path. Please, guide her safely from here.
That seems a little odd.
It is her wish, and I must grant it. You will find Merril waiting for you on the trail just up the mountain. Dareth Shiral.
Oh, I didn't hear. You must be the one the Keeper told me about. Anethera.
I'm so sorry. I didn't ask your name. Unless... It's not rude to ask a human their name, is it? I'm Merril, which you probably knew already. I'm rambling, sorry.
We didn't get a proper introduction.
I am... or was, I suppose. The first to keep a Marathari. I've studied the old ways for as long as I can remember. I know things. The law of the Dalish that can help us get to the summit of Sundermort.
Why are you leaving the Dalish for Kirkwall?
I have to. Let's leave it at that for now, all right?
I get the feeling you're in trouble.
It's not like that. Not exactly, anyway. The Keeper and I have disagreements, but it will sort itself out in time.
Did you hear that strange noise?
Oh, I didn't hear anything.
You seem awfully nervous.
I've never met a human before. Dalish mothers frighten their children with stories about you, you know. Not you, personally, of course. I'm sure they don't have any tales about you. Or not scary ones, at least. Not that you're not notable enough to have a story. I'll just shut up now.
You'll have to work harder than that to offend me. My name's Houk.
Thank you. I'm afraid I'm not very experienced with your kind. The Keeper said you came from Ferelden. I spent most of my life there. We only came north a few years ago. Have you been in the Free Marches long? Do you like it here?
Oh, I miss the cold. And the dirt. Kirkwall's not brown enough for me. But hey, no Darkspawn.
Ferelden wasn't that brown. The dirt and muck gave it character. We should go. Your task is for Asha Bellinar. It's not wise to make her wait.
What do we have to do with the amulet?
It's a funeral of sorts. I'll perform it when we get to the mountaintop. Getting there is the tricky part. Our hunters haven't been able to reach the summit. Dark things are about.
I take it you've been expecting me to bring this amulet for some time.
The Keeper brought us here to wait for you. I don't know much more than that. I do know that you have Asha Bellinar's amulet. and we must bring it to the altar on the mountaintop. Nothing more.
Do you know the witch who sent me here?
No, not personally. My people tell stories of her, though. You're very lucky. Most people who meet Ashbel wind up in little pieces, hanging from the trees.
Let's get this over with. The Keeper didn't mention you were a mage.
All keepers know a bit of old magic. The stories tell us that all Elven once had the gift. But like so many things, it was lost. It's a keeper's job to remember, to restore what we can.
Can't demons possess Dalish mages?
It can happen. And when it does, the clan must hunt and kill their own keeper.
Does the Chantry know about the Dalish mages?
Oh, they know. Keeper Marathari told me that was one of the reasons we never camped too long in one place. They usually won't pursue us if we stay away from the cities and towns and keep moving.
And no one minds having to pick up and move over and over just to protect a few of you? Why would they mind? Once we've picked over a hunting ground, there's no reason to stay.
But my clan is now in more danger, having lost our Hala.
If you go to Kirkwall, you'll be an apostate in a city full of Templars.
I know. But if I don't go to Kirkwall, I'll be alone. A solitary elf is easy prey for anyone. In the city, I can get lost in the crowd.
Please keep turning skeletons into toads for us.
But I never... Right. Not literally. Happy to help. I've done a little fighting before, but it was always alone. I'll try not to hit anyone. On our side, I mean. I'm babbling again. Let's go.
So the Keeper finally found someone to take you from here.
Yes.
Then finish your task quickly, human. We cannot be rid of this one too soon.
I'm sensing a story here.
I have made my choice. And I will save our clan whatever you think.
Sundermount seems very mountainous today, doesn't it? Lots of rock and hillside.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. Let's go. We should hurry. I'm sorry. You're not really seeing the Dalish at their best. We're good people that look out for each other. Just not today, apparently.
Is there anything I can do to help?
It's kind of you to ask. I'm fine. Even if my people don't appreciate my efforts, I must see this through. Let's go. Ashbel isn't known for her patience. I can open the way forward. One moment.
I felt the veil shift. You called something here. Are you insane?
Yes, it was blood magic, but I know what I'm doing. The spirit helped us, didn't it?
Sure, demons are very helpful. Right up until they take your mind and turn you into a monster.
Well, yes. But that won't happen. I know how to defend myself. Be careful up ahead. Restless things prowl the heights. In the days of Arlathan, the elders came here to sleep. Uthanara. The endless dream, they called it. But they don't sleep peacefully anymore.
Aharin amalana sale. Emma ira au bella serviranan. Isalahamin vinanhim dofilas. In Uthanera narivas.
here we are.
Under Anatishan Ashabalana.
One of the people. I see. So young and bright. Do you know who I am, beyond that title?
I know only a little.
Then stand. The people bend their knee too quickly. So refreshing to see someone who keeps their end of a bargain. I half expected my amulet to end up in a merchant's pocket.
No one wanted to buy it. Maybe because it had a witch inside?
Just a piece. A small piece. But it was all I needed. A bit of security, should the inevitable occur. And if I know my Morrigan, it already has.
Why did you need me to bring you here?
Because I had an appointment to keep. And because I did not want to be followed, you smuggled me here quite nicely.
You have plans, I take it?
Destiny awaits us both, dear girl. We have much to do. Before I go, a word of advice. We stand upon the precipice of change. The world fears the inevitable plummet into the abyss. Watch for that moment, and when it comes, do not hesitate to leap. It is only when you fall that you learn whether you can fly.
Cheap advice from a dragon.
We all have our challenges.
We're going to regret bringing her here.
Regret is something I know well. Take care not to cling to it, to hold it so close that it poisons your soul. When the time comes for your regrets, remember me. As for you, child, step carefully. No path is darker than when your eyes are shut.
Masaranus Ashabelana.
Now the time has come for me to leave. You have my thanks and my sympathy.
Masaranus, child, your debt is paid in full. It isn't too late to change your mind, Dalen.
Dareth Shiral, Keeper. I'm ready. Let's depart. Elganon. Is this really where the elves live?
Not the prettiest part of Kirkwall, but it doesn't have a view of the giant chains. Take what you can get.
I didn't think it would be so... I've never seen so many people in one place before. It seems so lonely.
You already know me. You'll make other friends soon enough.
Guy. Thank you. Thank you for everything. For all your help. Will you come visit me? Not now, of course. But maybe later. I could use a friend.
Of course. But only because you used that "you kicked my puppy" voice.
Thank you. Oh, I'm thanking you too much, aren't I? I mean it, though. I didn't think you'd come. I'll find something relatively clean for you to sit on. Can I get you something to eat or drink? I have water.
I came here to see you, Merril. You don't have to fuss over me.
You're so kind. My first guest, and I'm already a terrible host. I wanted to thank you for bringing me here, but I'm making a mess of it.
I'm sure I could think of a better way for you to thank.
Well, of course you could. I haven't exactly had many friends. Not even among my own clan. This is... tricky.
What made you unpopular with the Dalish?
Being first to the Keeper, I was always a bit secluded. I studied magic and history while the others were learning the Via Tanadal. It's good that I left. I'd have made a terrible Keeper. I was never that good with people.
You seem to be getting the hang of it already.
I'm glad you think so. Thank you for coming to visit me, Hawk. It means a lot to me. This city is amazing. Do you know I saw someone get mugged? Right outside. It was fascinating. Everything happens here all at once. How does anyone keep it all straight?
People don't pay attention, usually.
I can't even imagine how you do that. It's so busy here. So many things just get... lost.
Do you miss the Dalish?
I miss Haren Pyval's stories. The creaking of Aravels in the breeze. The city is so busy and confusing. And the elves here are not like my clan. But I'll get used to Kirkwall in time.
The Templars haven't found you, have they?
I've been careful. Even among the Dalish. Keepers never work magic in public. And I think the Templars don't even see me. I'm just another elf in the alienage.
Are you feeling lost here, Merrill?
A bit. But... I'll adjust. I'm glad you came by. I needed someone to talk to.
Questions are boring. Why don't we have some real fun?
Hawk, go easy on this lovely creature.
You should listen to your friend.
As charming and relentless as you are, I'm here to investigate.
Answer one of my questions first. Who told you about little old me?
It was Vivica. She showed me her books.
That wasn't so hard, was it? So, Vivica sold me out, did she? That drab, pathetic little sewer rat. She will be dealt with. Just do one more thing for me. Draw your blade and bring it gently across your throat.
Merrill, make Iduna stop!
This ends now.
How did you... Oh, shit. Spare me, Messere.
I've got something for you.
Ooh. Did you get this from Master Island? Mithal, did I miss some important occasion? I'm so sorry. I'll make it up to you, I promise.
There's no occasion, Merrill. I just thought you'd like it.
I do like it. I'm sorry I'm making a mess of this. No one has ever given me a present before. Useful things. Tools or clothes. Because I needed them, not just because. Maceranis, I'll find a good place for this. I've got something to show you. Come and see. It's beautiful, isn't it?
You're much prettier.
Oh, you're too kind. Is it warm in here? Stop bubbling, Merril. I've spent the last few years restoring this. One of my clan found it in the Brazilian forest, we think. Poor Tamlin. We never found him. Just the shattered pieces of the alluvion.
What's an alluvion?
Long ago, the elves had a kingdom. An empire that covered Thedas. And every city had an alluvion. The mirrors let them communicate across their empire. But I don't know how exactly. My people have lost so much. We know almost nothing of the days before Arlathon. This is a piece of our history.
What are you trying to do with this mirror?
At first, I just wanted to find Tamlin. But it's been too long. Tamlin is probably dead by now, if he wasn't already. But still, I know it can help my people. I can at least recover this one small part of our heritage.
This thing is what made the Keeper send you away, isn't it?
The Keeper wanted me to destroy the fragment I kept. She said our ancestors meant it to be forgotten. But it's a Keeper's place to remember. Even the dangerous things. We argued. I left. She's wrong. This mirror could teach us so much about who we once were.
Do you think the mirror had something to do with Tamlin's disappearance?
The ruin we tracked Tamlin to was full of traps and monstrous things. But we found no body. His trail ended at the broken pieces of Alluvion.
Tell me you didn't bring the killer mirror to Kirkwall just because it's pretty.
It's not dangerous, I promise. I fixed it, or tried to, with blood magic. The mirror won't hurt anyone.
I cringe every time she says that. She has no idea what she's messing with.
I do. I have it totally under control. But it doesn't work. I've tried everything, and I think it's because it needs to be finished with a special tool. An Arulin home. And my clan has one. It's been in their hands for generations.
I hear a but coming.
I can't go back there alone. You have no idea, the Keeper. I can't talk to her. We fight or talk circles around each other. She has a disappointed frown that turns your bones to jelly. Please, help me. You will, won't you?
I'll go with you.
Master Anus, I'll find some way to repay you, I promise. Keeper.
You return to us, darling. Have you reconsidered this path at last?
Go on. I'm with you.
Thank you, Hawk. Keeper, I need the Arulin home. The ancient carving blade that Master Island keeps.
I see. You wish to rebuild the Alluvion.
You don't have to approve of it. I'm invoking Via Sulavanen. I'll do whatever task you wish.
Well, I'm glad to know I can still disapprove. It is your right. I will give you a service to perform if you insist.
What did Merril invoke?
Our history belongs to all Dalish, child. So our clan's most cherished relics can be claimed by everyone. Any Dalish can perform a service for the clan and gain ownership of such an item. For a time. That is what Merril has invoked. Even if she has chosen to live apart, she is still one of the people.
What exactly is this thing we're asking for?
It is an ancient carving tool, used by our wood shapers, passed down for countless generations. Our clan has carried it since before the fall of the Dales. It is as old as Arlathan itself.
It's a lot to ask, but could you two try to be less elfy for the sake of the human present?
We are what we are, child, but I'll try to speak more of the common tongue. Avar Terrell has taken the lives of 3 of our hunters. It lairs in a cavern in the mountainside. Seek it out, slay it. No one else must fall to its anger. Do this for us, and I will give you the Arulin home. May the Dread Wolf never catch your scent.
Whoever's hiding had better come out. Unless you're a dragon, then feel free to keep hiding.
Hello?
praise Andraste. I mean the creators. I thought I'd never get out of... Merrill?
Anethera, Paul. Are you hurt?
Stay back. What do you want from me?
Paul, what's wrong? I'm here to help.
Stay back! Don't touch me!
Merrill couldn't hurt you if she tried. At worst, she might make frowny faces.
She'll do worse than hurt me. Don't you know what she is? Creators, help me! Someone, please!
Paul, no! We have to catch him. Hurry! Hold on, Paul. We're coming. Paul? Maybe it's not too late. You can help him, can't you, Anders? You can heal anyone.
Merrill. He's gone.
Why did you run? You shouldn't have run.
What did you do to scare this man to death?
I'll give you a hint. It has to do with demons. And slitting your wrists.
There was nothing you could have done.
He was more afraid of me than the Varteral. Paul wasn't like the others. He was city-born. Worldly. He ran away from the Denerim and found us. I thought if anyone would understand, he would. Something is very wrong. I want to see the Keeper.
The Varteral is dead.
Masseranus. I'll breathe easier knowing that we will lose no more people to it.
We lost Paul. In the cave, he fled at the sight of me. Straight into the Varteral.
Many of the clan fear you will bring back the corruption. Or worse, from the mirror.
And where did they get that idea?
I am their keeper, Dalain. It was my duty to warn them. It's still not too late for you to return to us. Reconsider. There's no need for you to live alone.
Must we go over this again? You'll never accept what I'm doing.
The Alluvion is a trap. It cost us Tamlin. It led you to blood magic. Will you let it twist you further from who you really are?
And who am I? We've done as you asked. Honor our bargain. Give me the Arulin home.
Hawk. Because Merrill won't listen, I give this heirloom of my clan to you for safekeeping. Please, don't let her do this.
Thank the creators. I thought maybe she'd go back on her word.
Is it worth restoring this mirror if it turns your clan against you?
You know what it's like to lose everything, Hawk. Not just our land and freedom, but history, stories, language, magic, rituals. Even our gods are gone. It is a sacrifice, but if the mirror restores even one fragment of the past, it's worth it.
What did the Keeper mean? The mirror led you to blood magic.
The shard I picked up was corrupted. I couldn't cleanse it without help. The Keeper refused. She said that it belonged to another time and should be left there. So I found a spirit. It gave me the power to purify the mirror through blood magic.
I've never heard of blood magic purifying anything.
There's nothing inherently evil about blood magic. It's magic, like any other.
Are you really that stupid?
The power that contaminated the mirror was too strong to be driven out by normal means. If I had piles of lyrium lying about, I could have used that, but I didn't. I used what I had.
Don't lose that knife. I get the feeling the Keeper is as good at wielding guilt as my mother.
I don't think that's wise, Hawk. Whatever she's trying to do with that mirror, it's at the behest of a demon.
No one asked you.
Thank you. I knew you would understand. Let's be away from here. The others are giving me the evil eye.
Hawk, I could never have faced the Keeper myself. I never imagined a human would help me restore Dalish history. No one ever understood. Not the Keeper, not my clan. Just you.
What can I say? I'd do anything to help someone as sweet as you, Merrill.
You're too good to me. I don't deserve you. You're the first real friend I've ever had. Masaranas, Lethalan. Oh, Hawk. Come in. I was just... Am I crazy?
Yes, but in a good way.
I thought the rule in a home would fix everything. The mirror would work and everything would be right again. But I keep dreaming of Paul's face. Everyone that I care for thinks I'm a monster.
It's hard to imagine someone more lovable than you.
That's so untrue. I can think of someone. You've been so good to me. I'll find a way to make this up to you, Lethalan. That's a promise. Oh, thank goodness you're here. I thought you went to the Hanged Man. And I almost went there to look for you first, but then I thought you might have gone to see your uncle instead. And I'm rambling, aren't I?
I don't mind. You're adorable when you're flustered.
After you left, I couldn't stop thinking about Paul and the mirror and everything that's happened. I wonder if I've made a mistake. Leaving the Dalish.
You're just feeling homesick. Don't second-guess yourself.
I suppose if I hadn't left my people, I never would have met you. I'm not like you. And I wish that I were. You're beautiful and clever, and you never make any mistakes. And I don't deserve you.
Perhaps you don't. But I deserve you. Did you think of that?
Did you call the Maker a dirty name, then? It's foolish of me to even dream that you might.
I thought I was pretty obvious already. But I could spell it out for you. Merrill? It's all right.
What happens now? Are we... What did this mean?
Now we both decide what happens next.
If you hadn't come to Sundermount that day, I can't imagine where I'd be now. I love you. I probably shouldn't have said that, should I? I always say the stupidest things.
I was thinking of scandalizing the neighbors by having my Dalish lover move in. What do you think?
Here, in Hightown, the rich, fancy part of the city with no rats in it. And you, with an elf. Marvenon, you really are crazy, aren't you? If you're not afraid, then neither am I.
I've been wondering if I shouldn't remarry. I've seen how you and that elf look at each other. I'm sure the last thing you need is your mother watching over your shoulder every time you come home.
Isabella, my dusky goddess, you have buried yourself in the flesh of my heart like a worm in a red, red apple. You heartworm, you.
Oh, look, my friend is here. Excuse me.
But I haven't gotten to the part where I invite you to feast upon my tender white flesh.
That's all right. I think I'll manage. Speaking of romance, you're interested in Merril, aren't you? I have feelings for her. Well, that's good. She always seemed a little lonely. I get the feeling the girl's messing in something big and dangerous. Look out for her, will you? Make sure she doesn't hurt herself.
With my power joined to his, Merril would have changed the world.
Have you ever seen an abomination? They are ugly.
You put such stock in appearances. Perhaps that is why your friend's loyalty only goes skin deep. You think this elf, with her innocent face, would turn down a demon's offer? She didn't before. How about it? Would you take what I offered the boy? Scion of the Dalish, savior of elvenkind.
Can you do that?
I am the greatest of my kind. Whatever tricks your little pet has taught you will pale in comparison.
Demons always turn on you in the end.
I cannot put you ahead of the fate of my people.
You took my dreamer. Now you'll take his place.
I can't believe I turned on you. With the demon in the Fade, I'm so sorry. Masaranas. I'll understand if you can't forgive me.
You didn't betray me. The demon made you do it.
I should have recognized I was being manipulated. I've been so careful in all my dealings with spirits until now. To make such an obvious mistake. It frightens me. It takes so little for a mage to fall.
What do you do to protect yourself from demons?
The Keeper taught me. In the Fade, you must believe nothing but yourself. Everything there is a lie, or a trick, or a trap. I knew not to trust, and I don't know why I did.
What made you give in?
It felt like every word the demon spoke reached out and pulled at my heart. I didn't want to believe it, but I just had to.
You're already in a lot more danger than most mages.
Because of the blood magic. I know. I'll be more guarded from now on. Thank the creators you were there. It won't happen again. I'll make sure of that. Arabalas. Marvinan.
I'm glad you're here, Merril.
Leandra is in a better place now.
She's with the Maker.
Or with Falandine. You never know.
And then Hawk tore the door clean off its hinges, walked into the room, and... I guess we'll finish this later.
Have you got a minute, Varric?
For you, I have all the time in the world. Actually, I've been meaning to talk to you. There definitely seems to be something between you and Daisy these days. So, what's going on, Hawk?
Well, well, well. I never thought you were the type, Varric. I'm flattered.
It's the chest hair, isn't it? Women can never resist my chest hair. Unfortunately, it's not to be. I'm spoken for.
Bianca stands in my way again, does she?
What can I say? She's the jealous type. Listen, as your friend, I feel like I'd be doing you a disservice if I didn't say something. Merril is a sweet girl, but there's a whole lot of crazy in that little package.
In all the time you've known me, have I ever given you the impression that I was turned off by crazy?
Okay, point taken.
Hightown is such a strange place. It feels like it's miles away from everywhere else. Alienage, Sundermount, Ferelden, those could be from a dream. Oh, Marvinan, I didn't see you there. I'm going to visit the alienage. Do you want anything from Lowtown?
Are you close to many of the people in the alienage?
No, not really. I think most of them don't even know my name. I'm stopping by my house for a bit, that's all. I've left some things undone there. I'll be back later.
If you'd just move in all your stuff, you wouldn't have to keep going there.
It's better if some things stay away from this house. Back before dark, I promise.
Come on, Daisy. You shouldn't be stuck in this rat trap. Does Hawk even know you're here?
I don't have to ask permission to come to my own house, Varric.
Just take a walk around the Lowtown market. Get some air, and I'll stop bothering you.
I know you mean well, but I have too much to do right now.
I'll let you talk some sense into her, Hawk.
Varric is very sweet. Frequently infuriating and a terrible busybody, but sweet. I probably should have told Bodan where I was going. I hope I didn't worry you.
Merrill, is there anything that doesn't make you nervous? Flowers and bunnies, maybe?
What about poison flowers? Or dire bunnies? In the market the other day, out of the corner of my eye, I thought I saw Tamlin. I blinked, and he was gone. I don't know what it meant. Maybe nothing. Maybe I'm going mad. I miss them all. Even the Keeper.
You miss Keeper Marathari? Are you feverish? Did you take a blow to the head?
I must have. I even miss her scolding me. I wish I could have seen it. It doesn't matter. I'm here now. Maybe Varric was right. Shall we go out for a bit? I could use some sunshine. I'd like to speak with you about our sleeping arrangements. Do you think he could use another bed?
Is it because he watches us when we... you know?
Well, it's just that he snores, and sometimes he stinks like a bog. Oh, don't be sad. I still like you very much. Perhaps you could sleep with Sandal.
Enchantment!
Is this for me? It's beautiful. Do you know what it is?
I only know that it was made by the Dalish.
It's sylvanwood, rare as diamonds. You only find it in very old, very wild places. The carvings tell a story of the betrayal, the dread wolf tricking all the gods away from the world.
Start at the beginning. What happened to the gods?
Long ago, there were two clans of gods. The Creators looked after the people, the Forgotten Ones preyed upon us. And one god who was neither. Fan Harrell, the Dread Wolf. He was kin to the Creators, and in the old days often helped them in their endless war against the Forgotten Ones.
I assume he got tired of helping.
That he did. Fan Harrell was clever. He could walk among both clans of gods without fear, and both believed he was one of them. He went to each side and told them the other had forged a terrible weapon, a blade that would end the war. He told the Creators it was forged in the heavens, and the Forgotten Ones that it was hidden in the abyss. And when the gods went seeking it, he sealed them both in their realms forever. Now he alone is left in the world.
I imagine the Dalish don't depict the doom of their gods just for decoration.
Not exactly, no. This was made for a keeper, you see. Guarding a clan from the Dread Wolf is a keeper's place. It's a very sweet memento, thank you.
Now that I have my ship, I'll need a new crew. And I'd like to have someone like you on board. Someone I can really trust, who has my back, no matter what happens. I can't just leave Merril. Then bring her along. A blood mage obsessed with mirrors is a useful thing to have on a ship. You and Hawk. Something's there, isn't there?
She's so amazing and beautiful. How could anyone not love her?
Oh, I could give you a list, but that might just bore you. So, did you get naked?
Isabella!
Oh, look at that blush. That good, huh?
I didn't expect you to stick around for this mess, Merril. This has nothing to do with your elves.
I love Hawk. I wouldn't go anywhere.
But it's not your fight.
I love Hawk.
You said that.
I say it a lot. It makes things clearer. Takes away doubt when everything's crazy and people are dying.
I understand.
Oh, good. Someone should.
I know it isn't my place to criticize, but are you sure about Merril? She acts sweet, but she'll never pick you over her demon.
Merril loves me.
What right do you have to question us? Is your justice any different?
Yes. Keep your illusions, then. Maker knows I won't be the one to change them.
Lethalon, I need to ask something of you. I thought the Arulan home would be the last thing I needed, but the Illuvian still won't work. I think I have to go back to the spirit that helped me at the start of all this.
Why do you think this demon will help?
He knows about the mirror. I don't know how much. He won't tell me everything, and it's dangerous to trust. He said he witnessed its forging. He told me how to cleanse it of its corruption. He must know how to make it work.
What do you mean it doesn't work?
Well, look at it! Do you think it's supposed to just sit there and show nothing at all? I can feel the power in it, but it's like it's asleep. I can't seem to wake it.
Nothing bad ever comes from summoning demons.
That's why I need you to come with me. I've called to the spirit, but he doesn't seem to hear. He was sealed in an artifact on Sundermount. I have to look for him there. But if things go wrong, if he possesses me, I need you to strike me down.
You want to summon a demon that may possess you, then have me kill you? How is that a plan?
Please understand, Marvinan. I owe it to my people to finish this. There's no one else I trust. Please, Marvinan. I don't want to go into this alone.
If you're determined to do this, then I'll come with you to make sure nothing goes wrong.
Asaranas, you've no idea what a relief that is. The demon is sealed in a cave on Sundermount. The sooner we get this over with, the better.
Welcome home, Dalen.
This isn't a homecoming, Keeper. Why is the clan even here? You should have moved on ages ago.
The clan still has business here, Dalen. We will leave when it is time.
It was time 3 years ago. You can't stay here. Eventually, the humans will force you to leave.
There are plenty of hiding places in these mountains. We will stay until my business is done. If you are not returning to us, what has brought you back?
If one of the Dalish becomes an abomination, what do you do?
If you are hoping the Dalish hold miracles, child, I'm afraid you will be disappointed. Even if the demon is driven out, the soul is left scarred. It can never recover, not truly. Like a wounded animal, it will fall prey to scavengers. The only cure is death.
How can Merril fix the Illuvian?
I wouldn't restore that cursed thing, even if I could. It has stolen life and promise from my clan already. And this was the least treacherous thing it was capable of doing. You must come to your senses, Merril. This evil cannot be allowed in our world.
It is part of our world. It has been in our world for centuries. No one is pained more by Merrill's loss than I, but the mirror wasn't responsible. But I'm wasting my time. You'd rather fear the past than reclaim it. This is pointless, Hawk. Let's go. Mythal, All-Mothers, protector of the people, watch over us, for the path we tread is perilous. Save us from the darkness, as you did before, and we will sing your name to the heavens. Sorry. I didn't mean to hold us, It's never wise to ignore Mythal.
Who or what is Mythal?
She's the protector, the mother of the creators, the one who put the moon in the sky, wisest of all the gods. When Elganon defeated his father, the sun, the earth was plunged into darkness. Everything was about to perish. Mythal appeared then, calmed Elganon, and restored the sun to the heavens. The people always look to her for help.
There's no need to worry. Nothing will happen.
I hope not. But the people never neglect Mythal's shrines. It's dangerous. They say if Mythal smiles on you, then you need fear nothing at all. But those who anger her, they're struck from the earth, as if they never lived at all.
Something is wrong. This is where the spirit was bound. But now it feels empty.
Who bound this demon here and why?
There was a war long ago between my people and the Tevinter Imperium. After the Magisters sank Arlathan, my people made a last stand here, fighting on the graves of our elders. I don't know if it was the Elvenan or Tevinter who bound the spirit, but he was left here from the war.
Maybe it freed itself?
It would have taken powerful magic to break him free of this prison. You couldn't just set him loose. Nobody could. Not without doing something terrible. This is very wrong.
How are we going to finish the mirror now?
I don't know. I don't understand what's happened. How can he be gone?
Why happened?
Keeper, what have you done?
The demon's plan was always for you to complete the mirror. It would have been a doorway out of this prison and into our world. You would have been his first victim. I couldn't let that happen, Dalen.
You didn't think to mention that the demon was gone before we hiked all the way up here?
It's not gone. I couldn't fight it in the Fade while it was trapped. And I couldn't banish it without making it stronger. So, I made myself its prison. Kill me, and it dies too. Merril will finally be safe.
No! You can't ask that. I won't do this.
You always knew your blood magic had a price, Darlene. I have chosen to pay it for you. Dareth Shira. Darlene.
Keeper.
You've beaten it, Darlene. You are so much stronger than I imagined. The demon is dead.
Keeper,
Let's leave this awful place. The clan should hear the good news.
Welcome back, Keeper. Let's get out of here.
I can hardly believe that's the end of it.
It's truly over.
Such delicious vanity.
Keeper! What have you done? I don't want this! I never wanted this! Creators, please let this be a bad dream! I'll wake up and feel like an idiot and she'll scold me for not listening.
Getting possessed never helps anything.
If she hadn't have been so stubborn, if she had listened to me, she never believed in me. I should go to the clan. Someone needs to know, needs to come and take care of her.
We know the Keeper came here. What's going on? Where is she?
Fenrir. The Keeper, she...
Look at her, Fenrir. She's covered in blood.
What have you done, Merrill? Keeper? Can you hear me?
She's dead.
I should have guessed you'd turn on her. You monster.
This was a tragedy. I promise you, I'll make sure no one else is hurt by Merrill's blood magic.
You expect us to take the word of a Shemlin?
Stand down, Aneria. She was our first once. The Keeper loved her. More than she loved the clan, it seems.
Fenrir, I'm sorry. I never wanted this. If I could have saved her, if I could have died instead, I would have.
Words are cheap. That you're still breathing says enough.
Enough, Aneria. Human, take Merrill away from here.
She's gone. She's really gone.
Merrill?
How did all of this happen?
I know it doesn't help to hear it, but this was just a misunderstanding.
Why didn't any of them listen to me? All this time I thought I could help them, save them. But they won't let me, will they? They'll destroy themselves to escape my help.
You can't help people without their consent. I'm sorry, Merrill.
No, I suppose I can't. All the time I've wasted. Maybe it's time I stop living for them. My people will kill me if I go back. I'm all alone. What will I do now?
Whatever you do next, we'll do together.
Yes, we will.
I suppose it was too much to hope that you wouldn't have come here. Though I can't understand why you side with Meredith now. You showed me we can stand up to her. When I realized you had risked your life lying to protect those mages. Please, champion. I have nothing but respect for you. It's Meredith we must see gone.
Your cause is just, but I take issue with your methods.
I should have known you recognized the threat Meredith poses. I am sorry for any distress we caused you or your friends. Let the hostage go.
No. The elf dies. Then the champion.
I'm sorry. Grace used blood magic to hold her. That's the only way I can bring her out.
Where am I? I thought for certain I would end up in the gallows.
I promise. I'll never let anything like this happen again.
When I thought they were going to lock me up, the one thing I knew I could not live without was you. I feel like I'm forgetting something. Or there's more to do, or... Does all this feel like a dream to you, too?
In a moment, I'll look down, see I have no pants on.
The champion of Kirkwall going to battle naked. Why can't I ever have that dream? My love.
I love you. Whatever happens, remember that.
I will not be defeated! Make her hate your humble servant!
Spread quickly. The champion's name became a rallying cry, a reminder that the mighty Templars could be defied. She had defended the mages against a brutal injustice, and many lived to tell the tale. The circles rose up and set the world on fire. More Templars arrived at Kirkwall to restore order, but we were already long gone. We vanished into the hills, and circumstance eventually forced us all to leave the champion's side. Well, all of us except for Merril. You still hear the stories, of course. With each telling they grow, even if, at the core, remains the truth. A legend had been born.
I am so sorry about the wardrobe. Was it very badly smashed?
I had to put it out of its misery. What happened?
I didn't expect it to fall over the railing like that. I thought it would be more stable.
Fell over the railing? What?
I mean, it held up just fine for me. Poor Sandal. It took hours for Bodan to coax him down from the chandelier.
On second thought, I don't want to know.
Why do you suppose the Carter want to live in a big hole in the ground?
Oh, it's an up-and-coming neighborhood. In a few years, all the fashionable families will be down here.
I don't think they'd make good neighbors, what with being crazy. The Carter, I mean, not the... I'll stop talking now. How come you never get lost?
I do, sometimes.
I've never seen it. And everybody follows you, and you always seem to know where you're going.
What about that time I led us in circles around the wounded coast for 3 hours?
Oh! I thought you were just admiring the view. Yeah, it was a lovely day at least.
Were you trying to look at my grimoire the other day?
Me? What? No. When?
At my clinic, while I was talking to Houk. I saw you looking in one of my books. You know those are private.
I know, that's why I... Oh, fine, I admit it. I was hoping you'd have, dirty spells.
Dirty spells?
You know, to, make things more exciting. Oh, I shouldn't have said anything.
More exciting? For you and Hawk?
Stop! Just stop right there.
Marvin, I was thinking, maybe your house needs a garden.
Did the Arenberg's gardener chase you away again?
Yes, but things seem so grim all the time. You could use a few flowers. It's so exciting to be out of Kirkwall. It seems we haven't left there in ages.
We do seem to spend a ridiculous amount of time in the city.
Oh, I needed this break. I was starting to think every part of Kirkwall looked alike.
You could have done that sooner.
I wanted to talk. After you?
Marvinan, thank the creators. How did you escape? Was it exciting? Did you shank someone? Can we go now? I don't think I like it in here.
So, back through the castle then?
There's a better way than fighting through the Duke's entire army. I'll show you.
Oh. You'll be glad we found your equipment, at least.
I've read your Tale of the Champion, and I have a few questions.
That's a pretty common reaction. Go ahead.
Where are the rest of Hawk's associates now?
Merril decided to look after the elves left homeless by the fighting. She's done a pretty good job of keeping them away from the mages and Templars, so far. I guess she has plenty of practice avoiding stupid human battles with her old Dalish clan.
Though I don't use that title much anymore.
I heard you had family and friends in Kirkwall. Where are they now?
Merril is helping elven refugees who were displaced by the war. I didn't want to take her away from that. Merril spent enough time fighting for her life with me.
Did you think you mattered, Hawk? Did you think anything you ever did mattered? You couldn't even save your city. How could you expect to strike down a god? Merril is going to die, just like your family, and everyone you ever cared about.
Well, that's going to grow tiresome quickly.
We need to clear a path!
Go! I'll cover you!
No, you were right. The Grey Wardens caused this. A warden must...
A warden must help them rebuild. That's your job. Corypheus is mine.
Stroud. Inquisitor, it has been an honor. For the Warden!
I knew Stroud, you know, not well. He led the Wardens near Kirkwall. Not many people knew who he was, but the man was a hero when it mattered. He wasn't the first good man to fall to Corypheus. He won't be the last. This story's no good for heroes.
You must be glad that Hawk made it back in one piece.
Yeah, closest thing I've ever seen to a miracle there. Hawk asked me to tell everyone back in Kirkwall where she's going. I'll have to let Merril know. I'd better write some letters. Excuse me.